What's going on with you guys? Are you getting ready? Are you in Indiana right now?
Yeah, we just pulled in a couple hours ago. I'm glad the rain stopped. It's gross this morning.
Oh, it has been awful. What do you think of Indiana, though? You like it? Are you being treated with that Hoosier hospitality?
We haven't ran into anyone yet, but I know those people in Indiana are super nice, so we're looking forward to tonight for sure.
It's true. Have you ever been to Indiana before? Is this the first?
We have a couple times.
Oh, good. Okay, so you've been around, and this is your Friendzone Tour. First of all, I kind of want to know, why do you call it the Friendzone Tour? Usually, when people think of the Friendzone, they don't think of something that they want to be in.
That's why we're changing the game right now. No, it's just thought it would be funny. We're just a bunch of dudes with our friends that travel around together on two buses, and so it seemed like a funny, appropriate kind of spin on the word or the notion of what the phrase usually means. And there's like funny content and stuff you can make around it. So it's been cool.
I get the idea that you guys like to have fun. And for anybody who may not know exactly who you are, they would probably recognize Selfie off the bat. Your song Selfie did really, really well. And you guys kind of released it, maybe not thinking too seriously about it. And then it was picked up and it took off. How do you feel about that today, looking back on it?
Honestly, it feels like it's such a long time ago now. But it was a really cool experience in our lives that happened, and we're really proud of what that joke craziness accomplished for us. But yeah, now we're just be back for known for something that actually we are I think we're proud of. You know what I mean? Selfie was great and all, but it wasn't the music we were making, and now to have, Roses and Waterbed and the City and all these other tracks that people really like, and be like, oh, wow, those are the same guys. I think that's the coolest part right now.
Yeah, you do sound, every song I feel like is different. People may not immediately say, oh, that's the Chainsmokers. My favorite one right now, and it's actually been for a while, is Kanye. I loved it. It was my favorite.
Oh, thank you.
My favorite party song. When I go to a college party and they play that, I feel like my life is in slow motion.
It does really. It's like there's something really fun about yelling that out at the top of your lungs. And obviously, it's not even about him. It's just a metaphor for being yourself and not giving a damn what people think about you. But it's one of our more fun parts in our sets for sure.
And you also have Roses right now, and a lot of people are really obsessed with Roses. I actually have a friend who, when I told him I was going to talk to you guys, he's like, no way, I love Roses. Just ask them how they chose to remix songs, and he started going nuts. So he wants to, Dylan Welch wants to ask you, what is your remix process like? How do you choose a song to remix, and then what are the steps?
Sure. Unfortunately, it's kind of a bummer we don't get to do them as much as we used to. It used to be something that we really put a lot of time and effort into. And it's not that we wouldn't put effort into now. It's just we don't have as much time. But we really only remix bands that we were really fond of. That was the first thing. If we don't like the song and we don't think we can make it better or put a new spin on it, then we wouldn't do it. There's songs that people have asked us to remix that are, in our opinion, just perfect, and we'll just say no because we don't think the song needs it needs a remix. But it's great. Usually it was working with indie bands and stuff that we really were fond of and kind of giving the song a new look. And that was kind of where our heads at. We weren't really trying to remix big pop stars and shit like that. We feel like those remixes kind of suck. So that was kind of how we built our career, was just remixing bands and low-key songs that we liked and kind of shedding more light on those types of artists.
I don't even know how you guys have time to do this stuff. You are literally touring every single night. You're in Indiana tonight. Tomorrow night you're going to be in St. Louis. Friday, Kansas. Saturday, Denver. When do you have downtime to do anything?
We actually don't. We were just talking about that. We're all getting burgers right now. And we were just saying how we had to tell our managers to chill out and stop booking so much stuff and making us do things because we're all going slightly crazy. But, we love what we do, so it's not like it ever feels like a chore. We just feel, you enjoy it so much sometimes that you forget to, take a break and rest a little bit, and then next thing you know, you're, on the verge of death.
Well, the good news for you guys is that it's paying off. At least you're doing all of this. Isn't tonight's Indiana show sold out?
Yeah, it's awesome. We're really excited. Almost the whole tour is sold out. I think there's, 1 or 2 dates left that aren't sold out, and they're very close. And that's cool. You know what? We really love this. We love, playing shows with our fans, especially, in states like this and cities like this where we haven't been back in a long time. Every time, like, it doesn't matter how tired. Right now, we all feel like death, and then a couple hours from now, when the show's about to start, we'll all be, like, so hyped and feeling so excited about the show. So it's funny how that all changes.
And I saw people tweet about the show saying it's the best concert of their lives, their jaws dropped. How do you think you connect to fans with your music? What makes them leave your concert saying, wow, like, that's the best thing I've ever been to?
It's hard saying. I mean, I think that we really pour our heart and soul into our performances, and try to give people, like, a real look into, like, who we are and what type of music we like. It's definitely, like, high energy. Like, we want people to participate and hear the songs that they fell in love with us for. But we bought this awesome stage production that we built over the last year that cost a fortune, and that's really cool. So it's not like, every other DJ you've seen come through town. So we really work hard to, like, make our show. And I think that people appreciate that, or it seems like they have been.
And you guys have had to evolve a lot. I mean, you got together in 2012, and it's kind of blown up. How has your music been able to change?
Man, I mean, we've just gotten better and more confident. I think that's the best way to put it. I mean, just like anything, the more practice, the more time you have to do something, you become better at it. And, as people, like songs like Roses, seeing how people really love what we did, how that song really feels like us as musicians, gives us more confidence to make more music and try and experiment new things. And that's always our thing. We're not trying to make one thing and then if people love it, make it 100 more times. We want to make one thing and then move on and make another thing that people love. And I think that's, like, why people like us, because you never know what to expect.
And I think you guys are awesome at collaborating as well. I think that's a big, awesome thing that you do. And I know you have something coming up. New Year's Eve in New York City is kind of what you're promoting all over your Twitter right now. I can tell you guys are pretty excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, New York's our hometown, and we haven't played there since April last year. And New Year's Eve is obviously just a huge holiday and celebration. And so this is like a big show, probably one of our biggest shows we've played to date. And it's a great lineup. And, it's just really exciting to be, home for a change on New Year's Eve. Usually we're, like, off somewhere crazy far away. So it'd be cool to do with all of our friends. It's also Drew's birthday, so we'll be celebrating that. So it's a big night.
Good for you guys that you get to be playing in your hometown in an amazing, beautiful city. Just congratulations to you guys overall. You've done so much in the last 3 years.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us your time today and joining us on WCRD. We'll let you go have dinner and get ready for the show.
Oh, no worries. No, I really appreciate speaking to you guys. I mean, you guys are big supporters of us, and we really appreciate it. And we love Indianapolis, and we're excited for tonight.